What is good, people of the internet? My name is Jay Sean.
And you can call me Natty.
And we are here for the inaugural, What the Wrestling End of Year Awards, which, granted, you can say it's been forever and a day since we've done this. Well, it's not 2017 anymore. It's not even close to 2017. It's like 4 weeks into the new year, and we're finally getting to it. But either way, we're doing the End of the Year Awards because... why not?
I'll say, to be fair, I mean, the Oscars usually premiere like, what, April or whatnot? If they can do it then, we can do ours in January.
Yeah, but people actually care about the Oscars.
And they're going to care about the What the Wrestling Awards. For those who do not know, we asked some friends and such around. We had some nominees. We have several categories that we want to get through to just kind of recognize what WWE has done right this year. And just to let them know that these guys don't know. I said no.
We're doing it.
No, we're not.
Whatever you say, I brought you into this. So I have more say so than you do.
No.
Yes.
Either way, we have many different categories ranging from best pay-per-view to best rivalry, all the way down to male and female wrestlers, as well as, for our big finale, the main event, the match of the year.
Not really the main event, but
we're making it the main event.
Well, we'll see when we get there.
All right, well, how about we get the show on the road?
Alrighty, we actually have plenty of different categories from pay-per-view, rivalry, promo to the moment of the year. So we're going to get started. We're going to jump right into it with the pay-per-view of the year. Now, granted, let us have some full disclosure in all of these. While we also took the considerations of our friends and few family members into our answers, this will be majority our opinion and what we thought for the year. We did come to a mutual agreement in all of these decisions, except for one, that we will all have an opinion on. With that being said, let's get to pay-per-view of the year.
I'll say these answers are completely subjective. You can take them as you want. Just let you know that this is what we think. You guys may have a different opinion, but you know what? That's what we like. Good conversation. So if you think that we're absolutely wrong, tell us in the comments section. Go crazy with it.
Or tweet us at What the Wrestling or on our personal pages, which will be linked below.
Yes, or at least I'll try. Anyways, how about we get started with the pay-per-view of the year? These are the pay-per-views that we think from start to finish, although they may not all be match of the year candidates. We thought that overall they entertained us from start to finish.
Yep. And the nominations are Elimination Chamber,
Money in the Bank,
SummerSlam,
No Mercy,
and TLC.
And the winner is...
wow, that was no pause in between at all, but...
SummerSlam 2017. Now, why did we name this, obviously, pay-per-view of the year? Well, I think the easiest thing to start with is the fact that in the pre-show had arguably the best match, one of the best matches of the night.
I was about to say.
One of the best matches of the night with the New Day versus the Usos. That match was absolutely physical.
Which, honestly, should be top 5 of WWE's matches of the year. But
absolutely. But
neither here nor there. I guess I'll start this one off as to my reasoning behind saying SummerSlam was. We have the Big Four now, the Big Four that Raw and SmackDown together do. And granted, it was the best of the Big Four and of all of the pay-per-views at all. Like, we had the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal Championship. We had arguably one of the best World Heavyweight Championship matches of the year. It was
Universal Championship matches, yes.
And the World Heavyweight. When you think about all of the WWE World Heavyweight Championships we had over the...
Time out. You really want to put Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura as one of the best heavyweight matches of the year?
Arguably. Would you look at all of the World Heavyweight Championship bouts there were last year?
Yeah, I'd say Elimination Chamber was the best.
One-on-one. I'll give you that it was good for the fact that it was the Elimination Chamber. But one-on-one matches, would you really want to look down that list? And granted, I'm not placing that WWE World Heavyweight Championship match above AJ John Cena because God, that was
that was probably a better one now that I think about it.
Just when you think about it, it definitely deserved the spot on the list. Granted, it fell flat in some places. I will admit that much, but I still think it was really good.
I think it was some of the other matches on the card that really shone through for this pay-per-view. Like, for example, the Raw Tag Team Championship of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins going up against The Bar and earning this new unlikely duo of Ambrose and Rollins' first tag team title since they were part of The Shield.
The Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. As well as, honestly, there were some good surprises littered throughout this match. Like, for example, Natalia winning the women's championship from Naomi. I thought that was quite the surprise.
That was arguably the worst thing about that pay-per-view. Arguably.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, because I love Naomi.
Honestly, I think the worst thing for me was John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Remember when that was a match? I don't know. That's just my perspective. But nevertheless, looking at the whole of it from start to finish, overall, we thought that SummerSlam was the best pay-per-view of 2017.
Yeah. With that being said, let's get right on ahead moving along because people got things to do.
Amen to that. We're going to the best rivalry.
Rivalry of the year. Now, this one, we really had to kind of put our best foot forward in this one and really look at the storytelling, the matches that were had between the two,
Absolutely.
the promos that were had between the two, and the moments outside of the ring that happened between the two.
Especially for our winner. But first, let's get to our nominees.
Just give it away, why don't you?
I say, our nominees are Usos versus The New Day,
Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman,
Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles,
The Bar versus The Shield, a.k.a. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose,
and Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon.
That was delicious. And the winner is Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. I'm kidding. The winner is Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman.
Oh.
Because to be honest, in my opinion, Braun Strowman carried Roman Reigns in this rivalry. But that's just me. No, not really.
Okay.
This was arguably the best thing that Roman Reigns had done in the past 3 years, honestly.
I'd say since his Shield days, absolutely.
Yeah. You really got to look at, what it was that he did as far as, their whole in and out of the ring thing. The fact that we got one of the best moments of the year with Braun Strowman flipping an ambulance, for God's sake.
Oh, dear God. That was glorious.
I won't say glorious because that's kind of gimmick infringement.
Let's move on. But
no, you get one of the best things. Plus, we got that whole thing with Roman trying to kill Braun Strowman because that list of people who's trying to kill him is slowly growing.
No kidding. I will say personally, what got me to really pick this one for the win or whatnot is if you look at where both people were at this point last year, they've really elevated each other. Roman Reigns was the guy that everyone just hated on no matter what he did.
And we continued to hate on him, to be fair.
Sometimes. It's gotten a lot better because he's earned more respect with all these matches that he's had, mainly with Braun Strowman. Come on, some of the
all I'm going to say is, I'm going to say it like this. I see why people hated John Cena back 2008, 9, 10, 11 by the way they're treating Roman Reigns now. I see it. And it's crazy because back then I did not see why people hated John Cena. I was not one of the people who hated him. I absolutely loved him. But I see why people hated him.
I wasn't watching wrestling back then. But I will say, more than anything, this elevated Braun Strowman from kind of interesting star to one of the superstars of the WWE right now. To be
fair, though, when he broke out from the Wyatts, we all knew it was going to be for the better.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that initially because a lot of people thought he was super green. There was no chance. They were just pushing this guy just because he was a big, strong, muscly guy. When in reality, he was one of the most entertaining stars that we got right now.
Would you want to sing the song? But
somebody
is going to be a big ick about it.
How about
I'm sure they would enjoy a subtle callback to them. Not necessarily calling them out, but I'm sure they'd enjoy it.
We love you, Ross. Anyways, how about we move to the next category, which is
promo of the year. Now, this one, while it goes hand in hand with moment of the year, kinda, we separated them because promo of the year felt like it needed to be its own thing, which I actually, looking over the nomination, I realized we really forgot one that we could have put on there, which I want to put on there.
One second, whisper it to me real quickly.
John Cena.
No.
Bro, that was great.
It was good, but I like the nominees that we have. So
whatever.
But the nominees are
the Festival of Friendship promo.
We have the Samoa Joe promo where he eventually choked out Paul Heyman.
Triple H returning and then kind of his whole I am the 5th member of Raw. Pretty much announcing that he was the 5th member of the Raw Survivor Series team.
the entire back and forth between Triple H and Seth Rollins that eventually led to Samoa Joe's debut.
And then Roman Reigns' "This is my yard now" after WrestleMania promo. Shoot me.
And the winner is Samoa Joe's promo with Paul Heyman before he choked him out. Now, I don't know about you. This was out of the blue for me whenever this moment happened. Like, we all know Samoa Joe as a bad mofo, all right? We all know that he takes no crap from anyone.
Well, for somebody who's watched him since his Impact Wrestling days, or TNA, Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call it, it wasn't so out of left field for me, but it definitely was one of the moments this year that got me to the point where I was like, oh, God. Oh, he deserved the championship. Like it was one of those moments that really made me legitimately believe that Samoa Joe was going to become Universal Champion. Like, I legit was like, okay.
We all wanted it so badly. And, like, more than anything, Samoa Joe nailed this promo. He came out as kind of just, like, the smooth, like, almost mafia boss-esque whenever he delivered this thing. Like, especially the moment to where... Don't.
Bro, the main event mafia.
I know,
yes,
I know.
I want it.
Anyways.
Everybody wants it.
Will you let me finish?
It's like the best stable out of Impact Wrestling.
Whenever he delivered this promo, especially the part where he had tossed... He didn't have a mic anymore. And, like, he actually went up to Paul Heyman and was, like, holding him and is like, I'm going to choke. I'm going to choke you. And you're going to
choke
pass
you
out
now. You're going to pass out. I
out.
want you to tell Brock Lesnar this feeling when you get choked. And I feel bad for the people who didn't get to hear it in the crowd. Like, they kind of barely heard it because Paul still had his mic. But I kind of feel bad because I was at home watching this and I was like, wait, you just told him that you're going to choke him out. And then you choked him out. Like, yes, you Samoa Joe, you deserved it. You deserve this award.
Congratulations to Samoa Joe and, by association, Paul Heyman. But now that we've got promo out of the way, we'll now get to the moment of the year. This is the moment. It's similar to promo, yes, but however, this is a moment to where there doesn't even need to be any talking. It's just one of those that we just stood back and we just admire how amazing it was that happened. It's something that we've either never seen before or something that seems to just rock the whole entire world whenever it happened. The nominees are Braun Strowman tipping an ambulance over.
The Festival of Friendship, meaning the part when Kevin Owens attacked Christian. Well, when he picked up the list and you saw Chris Jericho's name and
I just meant like the whole of it, but that works too. Once again, Samoa Joe choking out Paul Heyman, our first ever two-time nominee.
Triple H becoming the 5th member of the Raw Survivor Series team.
And Triple H's face whenever Braun attacked him at the end of Survivor Series. I just had to add that one just because I can have that just right here because it'd be beautiful.
God.
And the winner is...
Braun Strowman tipping over the ambulance because...
There was no competition.
Yo, that was... Well, there could have been. But no, that was just like the best thing. Like, literally, you get him... First off, you get him attacking Roman Reigns from the back. And you get him attacking Roman Reigns to almost the point of uncomfortability. Like... It was just, and that's one thing I really loved about that entire thing. It was that it got just to the point to where it was almost uncomfortable, but it wasn't. Yeah. So everybody's just like, well, dang. And then, no, he attacks him. All right, whatever. Walks away, comes back, attacks him again.
Tosses him on
They put him on a gurney. Come back, attacks him again. Throws him off of a freaking deck. They put him into the ambulance. Comes back and attacks him again. And then flips the ambulance on him. Like, what?
Can we just take for a moment to just remember back to that moment where we were watching it? I remember I was watching it with our friends. And the entire time, we were just freaking out. Like, it was insane to see something like this happen just seemingly at random. I know beforehand, like, Roman and Braun did have a match together. I think Roman was the one that gave Braun his first defeat.
Bro, what are you talking about? It was right after WrestleMania.
No, yeah, it was.
Because Roman had an interview backstage with Michael Cole and he attacked him.
I know, but like none of us really expected it, to be fair. I mean, did you honestly expect Braun Strowman to tip over an ambulance?
I didn't expect him to attack him, honestly.
Exactly.
But hey. We proved that it's not Roman Reigns' yard. So.
That is very true. But nevertheless, congratulations, Braun Strowman. You've won Moment of the Year. Keep doing awesome stuff.
Hopefully we won't have to suffer from these hands. Hopefully you'll actually be proud that you won the Moment of the Year.
How about we move on to our next category?
Tag Team of the Year.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we had a lot of good tag teams that we could have used. Even the team of Rusev Day, of Aiden English and Rusev. Sadly, they didn't make nomination.
It's because it's so late. Look for them to be the winners of 2018, though.
But still, no, it's always Rusev Day. Today is Rusev Day. But
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Slipknot. But still,
what?
Why not? But still, let's get to it. The nominations are New Day,
The Usos,
The Bar,
Shield, and
Breezango.
And the winner is...
I got this one.
You got this one?
I got this one.
Okay.
I won it. The winners are the... I'm kidding. It's Breezango all the way, man. What?
Now, I know what you guys are thinking. This is a shock to the fact how great all these wrestlers were. Had some like match of the year candidates.
But the reason, and I want this one, the reason that we decided to choose Breezango, the fact that half the year they didn't even wrestle. They didn't even wrestle for half the year. All they were doing freaking fashion files for a big chunk of the year. But that's the one thing that people were talking about the most on social media. When you didn't have the fashion files on SmackDown, people took to Twitter. Where were the fashion files this week? We were promised a fashion file. Why did we get the fashion file? You know how over you have to be to not wrestle a single match but have people on Twitter begging to see you? That's over. That's almost Daniel Bryan level over.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think we've seen anything like that since Zack Ryder whenever he was the internet champion or whatnot. They were legitimately chanting for Zack Ryder on shows he wasn't on the show.
Yeah, bro.
It's one of those like...
That's the only reason he won the U.S. Championship, to be honest.
Anyways, look, we're going to be honest here. If we were just going on like wrestling ability alone, I personally would have gone with the Usos. I thought they had great match of year candidates.
Yeah, that was fair.
But... when you take something that seems like just a little skit, just a one-off thing, and you make that into something that makes you to one of the most well-known and one of the most requested talents on a show, whenever you don't even take a single bump, you absolutely earn the Tag Team of the Year. So congratulations to Tyler Breeze and Fandango for winning Tag Team of the Year.
Wow. Actually, hopefully they'll tweet us about this because...
I really do hope so.
Bro, Fandango has already liked and retweeted one of my tweets. So,
I know. To be fair, we're going... Once the video goes up, we will make sure to tweet everyone to let them know that they've won.
If you see this, make sure you share and tweet it to all of them as well.
Please
because that's just awesome.
Absolutely. How about we get to female
wrestler? With that
wrestler?
being said, let's get to that female wrestler. And you know me, I'd pick all of them to be the female wrestler of the year just because we can. But there has to be a winner, so let's get to these.
I was going to introduce it by saying that we have come to a time nowadays to where women's wrestling are as good, if not better, than some of the men's wrestling. So we feel like
that's fair.
We feel like that we deserve to give them the credit that they deserve. So the nominees are.
And actually, before we do the nominees, I actually want to give a personal special shout out to our NXT Women's Champion currently, Ember Moon. I apologize you didn't make this list, but we did it based off of WWE main roster. If we would have done it based off of main and NXT, you would have been nomination, and you probably would have won. You are fantastic. You are one of the best, if not the best, female wrestler right now that I can think of, and I can't wait to see you at the next live show.
Absolutely. More than anything else, we just want to say thank you for an awesome year.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully you'll get the nomination for 2018. But how about we get...
definitely will.
How about... Well,
so will the Velveteen Dream.
Anyway, so the nominees are Asuka,
The Boss, Sasha Banks,
Charlotte Flair,
the Genetic Freak. I'm kidding. The Goddess, Alexa Bliss.
And Glow Time, Naomi. And the winner is...
I swear, I was so torn in this one because really I wanted to give it to all of them, but we had to give it to one.
And the winner was
undefeated one,
Asuka. Now, let's take a moment to say, yes, we know.
Full disclosure,
we know that she spent 2/3 of the year in
Yeah,
NXT.
that's about right.
Understand that.
I think she had her first match at.
It was at TLC.
Yep.
Or No Mercy. Yeah, it was TLC.
No Mercy. No, I think it was No Mercy.
No, it was TLC. No Mercy is where they had the fatal 5-way match to see who would face off against her at TLC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Emma won that. Now, but we look. Let's be honest. We can't ignore Asuka. All right. Throughout her entire reign in NXT, she was dominant and undefeated in all the matches that she did.
Hashtag bring back Emma.
Anyway,
I'm sad now. You brought her.
And then whenever they keep in mind, she didn't even lose her championship. She had to give it up because of an injury. Anyways,
outside of kayfabe, that's why. But in kayfabe, she was like, "Hey, bro, I'm undefeated. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to main roster."
Yeah.
Bye.
And when she came to main roster, she remained as dominant as she has been. I mean,
which is why I'm so glad that they're keeping her away from the championship for now.
Oh, it's gonna be a WrestleMania thing. You know she's gonna win.
Oh God!
You know she's gonna be having that belt by WrestleMania.
Hope not, because God, you have to. Even if she is undefeated, you have to give her a build. For God's sake,
they've given her a build. She's undefeated.
Didn't Goldberg go undefeated for like a year and a half before he got the championship?
And look how undefeated Asuka's been in NXT. They're building off of that. They're piggybacking off of that.
I hope so.
But it's one of those for remaining dominant. For a matter of fact, she came up with the fact that you remember what her favorite vegetable is, right?
I'm gonna smack you.
Squash.
I'm going to smack you.
She is now the women's squash matchmaker. All right.
Oh God.
Yes, I made that a thing. It's not going to be a thing though. But nevertheless, congratulations, Asuka. You have won the Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Woo-woo.
All right. How about we get now to
Male Wrestler of the Year.
Now, as you know, you can't really have WWE without male wrestling. I mean, you could. It'd be awesome women's wrestling, but we had to get. It's one of those. It was really tough to get some nominees. I will say.
Well, actually, no, that's fair because we actually had a lot of people. Our nominations were kind of split, but we were somehow able to get 5.
We narrowed it down to 5.
We were able to somehow. We actually had to. We had to ask people who didn't know anything about wrestling.
Yes.
Sure. No, that's not true. We asked a lot of people though.
But the nominees are.
I got it. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one.
Roman Reigns.
The big dog. The monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Braun!
Of course.
The modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal! And...
America.
Duh.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens. And the winner is...
Jinder Mahal. I'm kidding.
Don't tease me like that.
Please don't kill me. No, it's Braun Strowman. Braun
Strowman.
And it's funny because I actually at one point in time I did think that Jinder was gonna win it. As much as which is funny because everybody always wanted to rant and rave about how they hated him, but it really honestly was almost Jinder Mahal.
It was.
I hope you guys know that.
In all seriousness, though, look, as close as it was also close to being AJ Styles. Because let's be honest,
God.
Look, AJ Styles. From start to finish, had all match of the year candidates with everything. But how could you deny Braun Strowman? Look, like I said, whenever he won the Moment of the Year, he really elevated his own stock throughout the year from being just another big guy in the company to a main eventer at almost any pay per view.
To the fact of the matter that he's only said it. I think he's only said this phrase 3 times. And they already have a shirt for it. The Get These Hands. I think he's only said that 3 times. I think he said it against Heath Slater. He said it against Braun and Brock. Then he said it this past Monday.
Yes.
I think it's like 3 times he said it that I can actually think of.
But nevertheless,
he has a shirt now. Like, what? How freaking popular do you have to be?
By the way, if one of you guys want to get that shirt from me, I will love you forever. Anyway, but nevertheless, looking at his body of work, the feud with Roman Reigns, all right, the moments that he would create, whether it be flipping over an ambulance all the way down to simply just destroying everyone at Survivor Series,
running power slam down into the freaking
through the mat, destroying a cell door with Big Show,
and then he gets up and walks away. That's my big
destroying
thing.
An entire ring with Big Show.
Yeah, that's fair. And then getting up and walking off under his own power.
It's one of those Braun Strowman could not be stopped in 2017.
Vince McMahon wanted to make a monster. Vince McMahon has made a monster that arguably has not been as dominant as since Kane initially debuted.
All right. And with that, we want to say thank you, Braun Strowman.
Or even Great Khali. He was really dominant when he first debuted.
Yeah, but the difference is everyone loves Braun Strowman.
But still.
But with that in mind, we want to congratulate Braun Strowman for winning Male Wrestler of the Year.
Yay! Why
Alright.
are these shorter than why has this award show gotten shorter than our actual podcast? Like,
Well, because we don't have like 20 nominees. As a matter of fact, we're about to get to our last nomination our last category right now.
No, we're not.
Yes,
no,
yes, we are.
No, we're not. Y'all
Yes,
know we're not.
Yes, we are.
Y'all know we're not.
Yes, we are.
Y'all know we're not.
Oh, don't tell me you're doing this.
Y'all know we're
I
not.
told you not to do this.
But again, I brought you into this. I have more say-so than you.
Fine, just get it over with.
No. You want to do your little thing? Go ahead, do the last one before I get to mine.
No,
Yes,
we're doing this now.
Fine.
Do it now. Get out of the way.
Fine, but only because the audience demands.
No one.
Yes,
demands it.
they do. But my one, this is the one that I am here for. I'll keep it on. The dry macaroni moment of the year. Now, if you watch my podcast, you know the dry macaroni moment of the week is the moment of the week that left a dry and bad taste in my mouth and possibly the mouth of many, 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 many other people. But this is for the entire year. So we have 5 nominations, which, give or take, a couple of these could be tied together, but they were so bad they needed to be their own separate entity. And the nominations are Roman Reigns versus Undertaker match, and then the promo he's had the next night on Raw. Bray versus Randy Orton, the match that they had at WrestleMania. The House of Horrors match they would later have, I think it's like a month later.
It was at Payback.
It was at Payback, so like 2 months later. SmackDown Live Women's Division as an entirety. We'll get into that at another video. And then the Miss Money in the Bank fiasco. That whole James Ellsworth being the first misses, all of that. And the winner of the dry macaroni moment of the year goes to Roman Reigns and all of that foolishness with that, because God's sake, I am probably one of the biggest Undertaker fans on this planet. He already suffered one loss to Brock Lesnar. But no, WWE, you had to. Let me actually try to break down the reasoning with this. You want to make the Undertaker, you want to make Roman Reigns the next John Cena. Next John Cena. You want to make him as big of a star as John Cena was in his day. So what do? You give him a win versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. No. You don't do that. You want to do something like that. You want to turn him heel if you do something like that. You can't do that as a babyface and then just have him the next night. Everybody's going to cheer him. Heck no. What happened, and you guys know exactly what happened the next night. They spent the first 30 minutes of Monday Night Raw chanting, F you Roman, you suck, Undertaker, leave the ring, all of that good stuff. You mean to tell me that y'all thought that was going to make him the biggest star in WWE? No. Screw Roman. I'm still mad about that. We're almost a year later. I'm still mad about the fact that y'all had Roman Reigns, of all people. We have been begging for John Cena versus The Undertaker for at least a good 6 years now. But what do you give us? You give us Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker in a match that nobody really wanted to see. There was no storytelling in that. There really wasn't. Oh yeah, Roman Reigns, he's the big dog. This is his yard. This is The Undertaker's yard. He's been the guy who's ran this yard for 20 plus years. Bro, come on. You're trying to make new stars? Roman Reigns was already set up. Roman Reigns was fine. He didn't need a win against The Undertaker to be as big as he is. You could have done so much more. You really could have. In WWE, you have dished out the most dry and bland macaroni to me and a bunch of other fans by having Roman Reigns go over Undertaker at WrestleMania and then spit in the face of all of his fans by saying, this is my yard now. WWE, you have truly dished out some dry macaroni.
Are you done yet? Are you done?
Might as well be.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to
I'm still salty. No, I'm still a little salty, to be honest. Just to be honest. I gotta do freaking Undertaker like that. This man has given Vince McMahon so much money.
You've had your soapbox moment. Now let's get back down from it. Let's get back to the festivities because we're down to our final category, match of the year.
And this one we had a lot. Again, we had a lot of nominations. We actually had about 4 different AJ Styles nominations, which we went with 2 of those, like 5 different.
No, we went 3 of them actually. Yeah, if you think about it, because the Money in the Bank match.
Well, that's fair, I guess.
But nevertheless, look, this year was filled with a lot of great wrestling matches. If you look at it as a whole, like there was unpredictable moments. Honorable mention to The Shield with Kurt Angle versus The Miz, The Bar, Kane, and Braun Strowman. We wanted to include that one on the list. We initially had it on the list, but it's one of those like what we replaced it with was a much better nominee. And
another. This was mine just because I love. Oh God, I loved it so much. My honorable mention goes to Aleister Black versus Velveteen Dream. Oh my God, that was such a. I could watch that match every day for the next year and not get tired of it.
Well, actually, I'm also going to do another honorable mention to another NXT one. Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne at TakeOver Chicago.
Dun, 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 dun.
Everyone loved that match. Oh, my God. They were so physical. They were pulling off moves that you've never seen in WWE
before. Did they get a Fight Forever shit? I think they did, actually.
They probably did. But at the same time, dude, these guys are, well, we make the joke. Well, yeah, these guys are like, what, 20, 24?
I think Tyler Bates still 19.
He might be.
I think he's still 19.
Tyler,
I'm 19, Bates.
But either way, this guy, these two are super young, and they can pull Match of the Year candidates this early in their career. Oh my God, I can't wait to see them like 10 years from now.
Oh God, if he's still even wrestling.
Oh, they're going to be wrestling. But nevertheless, now that we got our honorable mentions out of the way, let's
He's
get to
20. Wow, he actually is 20. I feel so terrible. I want to be a pro wrestler. He was born a year after me, and he's, God almighty.
Same here, man. I'm 21. Anyways.
Pete Dunne is 24, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I said. Anyways, let's get to the nominees for Match of the Year. The Usos versus The New Day at Hell in a Cell in their Hell in a Cell match.
Yep, the Universal Championship Fatal 4-Way at SummerSlam.
Featuring Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and Samoa Joe.
Samuel Joseph.
The Money in the Bank ladder match.
Money.
Money.
John Cena versus AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble.
And AJ Styles versus Finn Balor at TLC.
Oh, yeah, that was a good.
And the winner is...
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
The winner is the Universal Championship Fatal 4-Way match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that.
Look, let's just be honest for one moment. This match was absolute carnage.
Oh, yeah, it was.
This was one of the toughest matches we have ever seen.
The fact that Brock Lesnar got put through a table, not one, but 2 tables.
He got put through a table, and the third one was flipped on top of him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I essentially call that getting put through a table.
But either way, everyone had their spots. Everyone looked strong in this match.
I actually thought that Samoa Joe was going to win for a little while.
There was a time where anyone could have won. I thought Braun Strowman was a shoo-in once Brock Lesnar was out of the match.
Yeah.
This match was This match could not have been more perfect unless one of the other people won. I'm going to be honest with you. But to be fair, they're building up.
Here's hoping 2018 gets us Braun Strowman as Universal Champion.
Hopefully. But either way, this match, it was a cluster, but it was a beautiful cluster. It's kind of like a Jackson Pollock painting if you think about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Like there was a method behind it, and it was a beautiful method.
Method of the madness.
And I mean, if you think about it, like all these people came out of this feud or came out of this match fairly strong, as strong, if not stronger than they were before.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is absolutely, I would definitely agree with you.
I mean,
I feel like the only thing that would have made it better is if I think the only thing that could have made it better was if Braun Strowman would have won, Brock Lesnar would have went off to do whatever Brock Lesnar does. Roman Reigns ended up with the IC belt, then put Samoa Joe with somebody and let him be tag team champion. I don't know.
Or have Samoa Joe fight for the IC belt.
Oh, yeah. That would have been great too.
But either way, we appreciate all the competitors in this match. Congratulations for earning Match of the Year.
And also congratulations to everybody who had nominations.
Now, there's one thing I forgot to write down on these things.
What did you write down?
I forgot to write down our bold prediction for 2018. Now, as you can tell, this is the year. This is what has just happened for this past year. However, we cannot stay looking in the past at all times. We have to look towards the future. Right. So, I thought it'd be nice if we could each come up with one major bold prediction that you think will happen in 2018. And I'd like to start off.
All right, go ahead.
My bold prediction for 2018, Asuka gets a loss. Look, Asuka for the past, since 2015, since she's been with the WWE or whatnot, she has been built as nothing short of a dominant force. Like, this perfect streak is better than Goldberg's. She has basically out-perfected everyone.
Beaten Goldberg's streak.
Yeah, both the fake one and the real one that they had. Because they had like two separate, they fabricated some of the Goldberg numbers or whatnot. Hey.
Don't,
Still,
no.
That's aside from the point. The point is, they're building this, they're building her up, all right? Now, whether it happens at the Women's Royal Rumble that's happening soon, whether that happens at WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series.
It's probably not going to happen until like SummerSlam.
Possibly, but either way, Asuka is going to get that first loss. The safe bet is going to be that's going to happen in a championship match. She's going to earn that belt. She's going to lose that belt. But in 2018, Asuka will lose at least once. That is my bold prediction for 2018. Jay, what's yours?
Okay, well, I guess keep it with the women and the women's predictions, I guess. My bold prediction for 2018 is actually kind of a twofold.
Okay.
Fold number one, Ronda Rousey debuts in the WWE.
Ooh.
Fold number two is she wins a women's championship.
Okay.
Whether it be Raw or SmackDown. Actually, you know what? I'll go a step further. She wins the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Okay, go on.
I feel like what they're going to do with her, they're going to essentially recreate what happened with Brock Lesnar, only with the women. The only difference is, though, you don't get Ronda Rousey as like some raw, green, never wrestled, never done any of that before. You get Ronda Rousey as she was former UFC bantamweight. Was it bantamweight? Yes, it was bantamweight champion.
I think
it's bantamweight. It's bantamweight. Okay. Champion. And I think that is so great. First off, Ronda Rousey is like, yeah, she the one. Like, I feel like she's exactly what the women's division, Raw and SmackDown, needs to give them the literal kick in the pants. But, I feel like she's going to be that one polarizing force that's going to cause them to really shine a brighter than they already have light onto the women's division.
All right. I will say that is definitely a bold prediction, and I can't wait. And I can't wait to see if that happens in 2018.
Same for you.
I'm looking back at our winners and such. Our biggest winner is Braun Strowman.
Yeah, of course. Overall, our overall winner was Raw.
Well, yeah, true. But, I mean, if you look at it, Braun was part of the Match of the Year winner. He was our Male Wrestler of the Year. He was our Moment of the Year winner. He was one of the people in the feud for the year. And he was involved in the main event for our pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah.
He has technically earned 5 wins in the What the Wrestling Awards.
And Raw has pretty much stolen. I don't think there was a single SmackDown win.
No, Breezango.
Breezango was the only. Congratulations to Breezango for being exactly what SmackDown needed to help keep them afloat.
So congratulations, Breezango. You are the best thing about SmackDown Live. But
pretty much.
Nevertheless, we want to thank everyone for tuning in today to watch our award show. How do you think it went?
I think it went good for a first time. Hopefully we can, in years come, we will be able to get more people involved. Mm-hmm. Possibly Steven Larson, maybe.
Don't call them out. Don't call them out. Don't call them out. Maybe, but don't call them out. Nevertheless, we want to thank everyone for watching today. We hope that you enjoyed what we're... Stop talking while I'm talking. It really gets annoying audio-wise.
Maybe we can get into a couple shorts.
No, maybe, possibly, but not today.
You don't know.
Not today. Especially not today. Look, nevertheless, we want to thank everyone for tuning in today. We hope that you enjoyed what we were able to showcase, and we hope that you will continue to like, share, and subscribe this stuff. Let people see. Get the word out there of who won the awards today.
Why don't you... I got this, y'all. If you enjoyed today's episode, give us a thumbs up down below and comment what you feel with each category's actual winner. If you want to argue us that we are terrible people and we have terrible taste in each and every one of these categories, tweet us at WhatTheWrestling, WhatThe WRESTLING.
You can follow me at Nathan_D Ragland.
My thing will be in the description. I honestly
I'll probably do like a
remember
little graphic right here for you.
That works. Yeah, you can tweet us. Share the video with everybody because sharing is truly caring.
Yes, it is.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
I think that should be everything.
With that being said, you guys, there's us.
Hasta luego, mi amigos.